뭐지? 진짜 이상하네요. 채팅 치는 걸 나는 본 적이 없는데 무슨 채팅을 쳤다는 거지? 띠용. 잠깐만, 이거 헷갈리니까 저것도 바꿔놔야 돼. 아, 오늘 엔딩 보고 싶다. 제발 좀 엔딩 보고 싶다. 보자. 이건 또 뭐야? 없었는데 생긴 거지 지금?
I'm glad. Furthermore, your choice to spare DeVries caught me off guard. Did she not harm you? Kill your compatriots? I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand.
아, 이 새끼랑 저기 하고 싶지 않은데. 아, 존나 짜증나네. 보호령 새끼들은 개 쓰레기가 맞아. 뭐야?
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. What in places? These security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
근데
Let us proceed with due haste.
문이 있네? 막혀있네? 어디서 여는 문이 막혀있는거? 여기 아닌가 봐. 왜 이건 또?
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error
아, 너
activated
그렇게
the entryway
플래그 깔지
defenses.
말라고.
We best first report to security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here.
소리 나는 것 같아. 아, 이거 나중에 싸울 것 같은데? 하도 싸우게 생겼어. 맨날 골치 아파지겠구만. 또 뭐야?
My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
매우 수상한.
Good effort lifting the...
뭐 어디로 통하는 거죠? 옹호자의 백. 어? 또 떨어졌어. 아까 못 열던데 다 열 수 있게 된 거 아니야? 여기였네? 여기 어디 구멍 있지 않았나? 아, 못 여네.
The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old
이게
stations. Let me look.
본거장이야?
Corroded
2단계
transistors,
정보장?
dust
이거
in the actuator. Did a
노단 거
sprat
아니야?
gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
불 켜지니까 느낌이 확 달라졌네. 아씨, 이거 공격 들어올 것 같은데.
Taking punitive action. At your word, I shall charge.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Be wary for anything that may be a clue as to the hidden room's location.
왜 저럴 줄 알았어.
I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and will hit. Ah, I think I've spotted it. Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar. There. I'm certain of movement below. Gird yourself with determination, for it seems I was correct about another body being here.
누구세요?
Passcode is limber. Now, let's try ambergris. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence for these...
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao.
Okada is...
Often enough to know the
This, despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise...
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me... I was hired by an anonymous I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this... well...
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action, even if you...
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12...
Ne'er-do-well is a...
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
That's...
I didn't used to be like this.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here. That doesn't mean, were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. There is a difference. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, I do at least see your point. It is fortunate you have gained... Begone! You've been
And you... Without you, I would have been reduced...
Allowing a Sub Rosa aid... The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal. Our work at the for myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgin. An Arbiter's gavel. Let us proceed with due haste. From that terminal, it's to what end? And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim. It absolutely. Well, as for my decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified. My role does not allow for mercy. I am supposed to uphold the Protectorate's laws. How can I claim thus if I allowed a traitor to go free? To me, they're altogether and... If that blockade had been staffed by staunch
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there. Excellent.
나와 이! 빨리 가자 그래놓고 이놈 새끼 방해를 하고 있어.
Yes, dear. Anything on your mind? May.
얘 어디 갔냐는데 아자.
Ah, Commander. Caught me conscious. I was just thinking about making some tweaks to Val. Hoping to... Val's old in automatic years, so she requires a lot of routine maintenance to prevent her hardware and systems from... Replace Val? I'd sooner give up another limb. Cute of you to assume Val's... Look, I haven't gotten my wires crossed. I know she's all coils and no feeling. But haven't you ever grown attached to something that can't love you back? Anyway, I find working on Val relaxing, actually. Meditative. It's nice being... That's it. Val safe. Anyway, I'm taking...
Let us make our way to central control forthwith.
갑자기도 쓸모없는 녀석들. 어쩌라고.
Smells like paint and agitated dust. Renovations. That elevator over there goes to the Supreme Arbiter's old office. I hope the technicians have kept it in
네
working order.
친구들 다 죽였어.
I believe what we need is on that terminal. I'll see if I can find my way in. The terminal's locked, which is no surprise. See if you can find some method to bypass its passcode.
아 제발 빨리 좀 해줘 제발. 내가 찾으라는 거야? 아 진짜 존나 짜증나야 한다. 순서대로 뭘 해야 되나 본데?
Did you hear that? I think something may have unlocked. I think this may unlock the terminal, but the toggle mechanism appears compromised. I shall hold it. You attempt to gain access to the machine. You must...
Consul Thoreau, I'm sure you're surprised to be receiving this message, and thus, even considering aligning myself against the Sovereign is like yet my dead charges spur me forward. 10... No. Hold... What in blazes... How long...
I cannot believe what I heard. I cannot. Yes, I'm fine. My mentor hated the console.
Those unable to accept the...
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations. Don't twist in me just because the situation... Wait.
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit quietly to...
Are you insane?
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no questions. This is already going to be difficult enough.
It's logical.
I cannot deny that central
Enough! This has been an unpleasant day and...
They're far from baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating Protectorate facilities with opaque aims. How dare you? I heard that Arbiter following the trail has not been a simple matter, but I did not let that deter me.
Most certainly. The acclimation period for
We junior arbiters are as capable as always, if not more so. There's no discussion to...
these accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken. At Oculus, and again at the Vox, hear my slaying her for sincerely trying to do what is right would be a farce of justice. I would not.
What is this insanity? I would never imagine I may not wish to judge him. I may not understand what has come over him. It is of no consequence. His crimes against the Protectorate are all that matters.
He was simply doing his duty.
That's even worse than...
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice. And I have. Use your mind.
What of it?
Ironic. You came here to judge. I chose to investigate the Supreme Arbiter's death on my own.
That's impossible. I refuse to believe we both could be guilty if we were simply following what we were taught.
We don't know that for certain.
Even the Supreme Arbiter has struggled with... Consider my hand stayed. I can see that judging Tristan would only...
It would appear...
Wasn't expecting such a mature resolution.
So, what course of action do we take now?
It's important for an Arbiter to use their forebrain. Next time you may find more...
Uphold justice in my way.
Glory to the Protectorate, Junior Arbiter. Make me proud. I'm pleased we were able to resolve that
Appreciate you using your forebrain for a change.
You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself as a lad. All this excitement did not make me forget the confession. Have you lived all your life within the Protectorate? No. What? I refuse to question the Virgil will know what to make of this. Once we find Virgil, he and I shall...
새끼 도움되는 거 맞아? 씨. 아, 이 새끼 불안한데.
Never terribly speak freely.
배로 돌아가. 공경.
Thought I ran you off already. So, you've access to the main floor, but...
I shudder to imagine what Auntie's Choice is currently using this facility for. The sooner it is returned to Protectorate hands, the better.
line, or I'll knock you to the bottom of the org chart.
Ain't paying me enough to pick up after these dim bulbs. Just the other day, I had to warn one of them not to plumb an outlet with their own finger. Asked them why,
second floor is
and
off
they just
limits.
replied, it looked a little loose. Lord, these
Spare me
scientist
your
types
sales
might be
pitch.
right, but they've got no practical smarts. Marvin, that puddle ain't water. No, that don't mean
No
touch it
time
to
to
find out what it is.
Stop that scrounging around. Eliminating the cover.
Someone else.
Takes all sorts.
swear, everything around here's held together with not more than a...
누가 죽었는데 방금?
Mind for hostile. Hostile in proximity.
Punitive act!
Idols are in the red. Combatant observed.
All right, that marks an hour since ingestion. Now, tell me, how do you feel? And remember, this is for user research, so please be honest.
Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
Don't cause trouble. I don't need the extra paperwork.
But hate to waste my weekly allotment of bullets on you. Keep away from the stairs.
Take it up with the head office.
Auntie's choice ain't liable for any injuries incurred while in or around the factory.
뭔진 모르겠다. I don't know. 쓸데없이 사람만 죽인.
This ship is I suppose there's something charming about its Inez's grab. It appears not that it bothers me. Your pet, I suspect I should be, though I know it. Well, next, I suspect there. Speak freely. Certainly, I consider Virgil and we make it. It's a shame there may only be one. Have you speak freely?
뭐라고? 어쩌라는 거야?
Lara, you owe me a sparring session. Get your gloves and warm up.
What? Again? I don't suppose you would accept a doctor's order.
What? Sorry.
하라는 거야? 병신 같네 이거. 아니 이거 게임 진짜 병신같이 만들어놨네 진짜. 왜 기다려야 되는 거야? 병신같이 만들어. 아니 뭐 시간 보내기 기능도 없는데 뭐 어쩔? 어쩌라는 거임?
Commander, his message was suitably vague. I suspect he fears that bringing our... I only...
제발 엔딩 좀 보자. 같은 게임.
Nature made apples, but anti-physics. Better with anti.
허리야. 아 여기 이럴 줄 알았어요.
I hope we aren't too late. If Virgil's not about, he's like to be in the training grounds. There's a lift that will take us lower, located behind the door next to those stairs.
뭐야? 훈련하는 데라서 무슨 병양 같은 데인가 보지?
Tristan, it's a relief to see a friendly face. Do come up.
너 어디서 얘기했냐? 위에서 얘기했냐?
Virgil! Ah.
Impossible? Why is it impossible? So that you may claim ignorance as to the truth of what you've uncovered? Fine.
Attention, Arbiter Virgil Montag. Under the jurisdiction of the Council, we stand to bring you low. Do not resist.
Damnation. I knew the Sentinels were looking for me, but I did not expect they would come to this place.
They never question. Arbiter Montag, lay down your arms. Surrender and die.
Go. I will join you shortly.
Sure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Energy transmitter active. Target analyzed. Lay down.
Those fools were but an expeditionary force. I shall take an all.
Hold! You were beginning to say something before.
We cannot.
Those fools! Protect. The only explanation is that they were lackeys of the Consul. Why else would they engage someone such as myself without expecting reprisal? Then they should have reported. I shall continue.
Standing by to stupefy. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Scan. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
You have my thanks and my hammer. Virgil, enough! Our being at odds with the Council is one thing.
You already know whether... Very well, then. Tristan, you stand before the murderer of the Supreme Arbiter.
I don't...
Open your eyes, Rao. Those sentinels... The Supreme Arbiter was planning to send a message in her final moments, pledging allegiance to the Consul. Who do you think bore witness to those final moments?
No.
I had to. I knew...
Would it? Or were you just trying to save yourself from my wrath? You're right. This is not the first time our prior but I cannot view this objectively. Virgil killed our mentor. It's madness. I cannot simply let that stand. My hesitation is more reflective of a weakness of character. One does not hesitate in the Protectorate. One acts. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. Each encounter we have the law, but is addressing traitorism not the utmost priority of any arbiter? Is not the betrayal of everything we stand for more significant than a breach of protocol? The Supreme Arbiter taught I cannot bring myself to execute my sworn brother. There's nothing menial. I know not what to make.
Wise choice. You'll sleep better tonight.
I don't know what to say. I just wish there had been some other option. That's all well and good. 1,000 words of thanks from me. Though, before I go, a parting gift.
Go with the Sovereign's blessing, brother. And be careful. If you survive today only to be... Commander, this is all... Blast! Speak freely. Certainly. I consider myself...
결국은 다 죽여도 되는 거잖아. 담배를 왜 피는 거야? 쓰레기 새끼.
Commander, despite the manner of what Virgil has done, I still have much doubt about my path. But having good intention, yet what can I do? More than 100 years of Protectorate society cannot be changed by a lone body. Can it? But how? I shall remain with the Protectorate, interpreting its laws through a moral instead of a punitive lens. Innocent until proven guilty is a novel concept, but it is worth a try. No, that is a step too far. Despite its flaws, I still believe in the Protectorate, if only the central idea behind its founding. I hadn't even considered that. I suppose... yes. I suppose I am. A drunken, disorderly subject once struck my faceplate. When we began travel, I deeply appreciate... Bending my speak freely.
In order to modify it with the Rift data you process,
But to what end is he working here? The consul I once knew would never act so recklessly.
the console's warning.
My business with...
Once there is
To be so close.
Just waiting on your
The
orders,
rift.
Commander.
Now it's
Whenever you're ready.
magnificent.
We should keep moving, Commander.
뭐 어쩌라고.